Ahoy, welcome back to Pickitupgaming. Hope you're doing well and keep as happy you can be, you lovely bunch of elder lords and ladies, kings and queens, jokes and bards across the magical lands of this world. So time to review this latest adventure from the company that seems to go from strength to strength, and that is Elden from Software. Right, so basic facts. Elden Ring is the latest release from lords and ladies from Software, which, like I said, seems to be the most reliable game developers out there, along with the publishers Bandai Namco. Someone you can trust to release a solid game time after time, year after year. They always seem to be releasing quality, great games. The Elden Ring came out in February 2022 to most consoles, which include the PS5, Xbox One, PC. So you can pretty much get it wherever you can. Well, apart from the Switch. Now imagine this on the Switch. I think it would blow it up. And at least for a month or two, this game seemed to take over the world, because it came out at the same time as Horizon Forbidden West, I think it was, and that just completely shut that game down. And that game was a huge release, but it shows how popular this game was that this game just took over. And I'm going to try and tell you why I think that happened in this basic review, well, my review of Elden Ring. So, let's talk about this great game. Let's do it! So, as most of you know, but obviously if you don't know, who are new to the series, most software games have a fairly simple storyline of making a character, leveling up, and going to be either the ruler of the world or the destroyer, or some kind of power-hungry, crazy person. Where you feel like the storyline, however, is from the lore and the side quests, the NPCs of the world, and the dialogue, and descriptions of items and weapons. Which maybe Sekiro is different, because obviously then you're following a certain character, but these kind of games, you create your own character, and that's how you explore and find out about the world. But Elden Ring has so much more of this, and more. With the Game of Thrones creator, George R. R. Martin, helping the creation of this world, making it feel massive and live, fighting all kind of manner of foes, ancient creatures, giants and incredible monsters, in order to find the great ruins and become the Elden Lord with all that power. And of course, being from a software game, there is multiple endings, so there's a chance to play this game over and over again. And obviously, as time goes on, people find more about the video, about the game, about the lore. If you don't want to find it yourself, you can always go on YouTube and find a lore video, and usually they're very interesting, so I recommend that wholeheartedly. So, gameplay. The tried and tested gameplay from software games series, not much has changed, or needs to be really. Combat is fairly smooth and responsive. You still have your light and heavy attacks, magic and archery, but with some new features like summoning spirits, where you can summon a human or creature to help you fight enemies or bosses. Also, another new feature is Ashes of War, when you can use different ability or moves when attached to certain weapons. So you can have something like you can add fire to it, or you can do a flipping attack, so it's all pretty cool. And obviously, given the fact there's loads of them and loads of weapons, you have loads of play styles to face it and play this game. Like I said, because there's multiple endings and a huge, great character collection kind of model, you can pretty much create who you want. I've seen people create Gandalf, like Frodo, those kind of characters, and yeah, so it's pretty epic in style, epic nature, and there's so much in this game. But being such a massive open world game, the ability to fast travel at will makes it so much easier to traverse. Or you can mount your steed Torrent to get to those hard to reach places or cross those vast lands. And also being able to double jump opens up so much as well, because as you veteran software players will know, it's very limited sometimes how you get to certain places, but this one you can go literally wherever you want to, which is absolutely amazing. There's also so many castles and dungeons to explore, all filled with different bosses, different varieties and treasures and loot. However, a bit of criticism, I suppose it's a bit of criticism, it's both a good and a bad kind of thing, is it's so massive. There's a lot to do, which can be great, and you get your bang for your buck, but it can be overwhelming at times, especially if you do multiple playthroughs. So bear in mind when you come to this game that it can be a lot. So when you first open those tomb doors into the lands in between, you are blown away by how massive and impressive this world looks. The difference between day and night, different areas which can range from snowfield to red deserts to open green lands filled with castles, trees, dragons and monsters to fight and explore. The range of colours and weather effects, the world this size, there's so much detail in it, and it has to be applauded, so well done on that. It has the usual orchestral score that swells and booms with boss battles when you enter in different areas. The voice casting is varied with all kinds of accents from different parts of the UK, Europe, I believe, and also America, maybe too. Who knows? And to be honest, From Software has really got visuals or anything like that down to a T. They rarely ever make a mistake, and they always seem to have that spot on. So once again, applaud them that, because not many companies do those things, visuals and sounds and graphics very well. Choosing one or the other. Hey ho. So final thoughts. Like I said in the previous video, link up above, this seems to be the most accessible From Software game to date. It allows you to take your time and face any boss that you want in any order. You can tackle the main bosses whenever you want, so if you are struggling, go off into a massive open world, find a dungeon, find castles, fight different bosses, different mini bosses because there are tons to face, or just level up however you see fit. It's completely up to you. And if you are still struggling, you can summon your spirits that can help you fight a boss. Well, if need be, you can find NPCs to help you. If not, there's always online multiplayer where you can find tons of people who are willing to give you a hand. Now for me personally, the first 60% of this game is fairly easy, and I think anyone used to playing these games will get through the game, that part of the game right, fairly quickly. But don't worry, towards the last stages of the game, the last 40% so we say, it picks up in difficulty and you get the more harder notorious bosses, especially one crazy lady who killed me at least 50 times, and I think if you play this game, you know, and if you haven't, you will soon find out, trust me. But like I said, it's been more accessible than something like Sekiro. Means that so many people can jump this wonderful game and franchise, which is a win-win for everyone and explains all the positive reviews. But one small gripe, playing with friends should not be so hard From Software, so please get your team to look at that and make it easier to connect to different worlds. It should be multiplayer. It should be able to be so simple, but it's not. That's all the gripes I have, because this game is fantastic. So I recommend you pick this game up. It's an amazing experience and it's a strong shout for Game of the Year, if not in a lot of people's top 10s, and probably in my top 10, I'd say, of all-time favourites. So to all my lords and ladies, kings and queens, jokers across the land, until next time, stay safe, stay strong. We'll meet again soon, and don't forget to pick it up. Hey.